Everyone says GitHub Copilot is the king of AI coding. But if you're staring at a 10-year-old monolith with zero documentation and 1,000 dependencies, it's actually the weakest link. Most AI assistants are great at writing a new function. They're terrible at understanding a legacy ecosystem. I've spent the last decade migrating enterprise systems, the kind of code that makes senior devs want to quit. I didn't want to rely on marketing hype, so I put the three biggest players, Copilot, Cursor, and Tabnine, through a brutal, real-world stress test on a massive codebase migration. I'm talking about deep architectural shifts, not just cleaning up a few methods. By the end of this video, you'll see the head-to-head results. I'll show you exactly where they hallucinated, where they saved me hours, and which tool actually understands the context of a million-line codebase. If you're a tech lead or a senior dev, this is the difference between a successful deployment and a weekend spent in a war room. Let's dive in. Let's be honest. Legacy migration is the worst part of the job. You're staring at a 10-year-old monolith. Zero documentation. The original developer left the company in 2017. Now you bring in Copilot. You think AI will handle the heavy lifting. It's great for a single function. It's a godsend for boilerplate. But the moment you ask it to migrate a cross-cutting concern across 50 different files, it falls apart. See, Copilot sees a window. It doesn't see the architecture. It starts guessing. It suggests a library that doesn't exist in your specific version. It forgets a critical edge case mentioned in a comment 3 folders away. And here is the real danger. The output looks almost right. You merge it. You push it. Then you spend 6 hours debugging a regression that the AI created because it lacked the global context of your legacy mess. That's the Copilot trap. It makes you feel faster while you're actually digging a deeper hole. For a greenfield project, it's fine. For a high-stakes legacy migration, it's like bringing a pocket knife to a demolition site. So, how do we actually tackle a migration without spending 6 months in technical debt hell? The answer isn't more AI. It's better context. Most developers treat AI assistants like a fancy autocomplete. But for legacy migrations, autocomplete is a trap. You don't need a tool that predicts the next line. You need a tool that understands the entire architectural mess. I put the 3 biggest players, GitHub Copilot, Tabnine, and Cursor, through a stress test. The goal, migrate a deprecated legacy auth module to a modern OAuth 2 flow across a 50,000-line codebase. Let's start with the giant, GitHub Copilot. Copilot is the industry standard for a reason. It's fast. It's seamless. But here is the fatal flaw. Copilot is a local thinker. It primarily sees the file you're in and maybe a few open tabs. In a legacy migration, the bug isn't usually in the file you're editing. It's in a 10-year-old utility class buried in a directory you didn't even know existed. When I asked Copilot to refactor the session handler, it suggested a clean, modern implementation. The problem? It completely ignored a custom encryption wrapper used globally across the app. If I had merged that, I would have broken every single user session in production. Copilot guessed, and in legacy code, a guess is a liability. Next, Tabnine. Tabnine is the enterprise choice. It's built for privacy and local deployments. In terms of raw speed, it's a beast. But it suffers from the same tunnel vision as Copilot. It's brilliant at boilerplate. It's great for writing a new function from scratch. But when I asked it to map the dependencies of the legacy module, it lost the thread by the 3rd file. It couldn't maintain the global state of the migration. Then we have Cursor. Now, Cursor isn't just a plugin, it's a fork of V's code. And that's why it wins. The secret sauce is full codebase indexing. Instead of guessing based on the current file, Cursor uses RAG, retrieval augmented generation, to scan your entire project. I use the @codebase symbol and ask, find every instance where the legacy session is mutated and update it to the new provider. It didn't just suggest code. It mapped the dependencies. It found the hidden side effects in the middleware that Copilot and Tabnine completely missed. The difference here is context window versus indexing. Copilot is like a brilliant coder with short-term memory loss. Cursor is like a coder who actually read the entire documentation before typing a single character. For a simple React component, Copilot is fine. For a 15-year-old monolith, using Copilot is playing Russian roulette with your deployment. So the results are in. Copilot is great for snippets, but it failed the legacy test. It completely lost the thread on cross-file dependencies. Tabnine was consistent with local patterns, but it couldn't architect the migration logic. The clear winner, Cursor. Its ability to index the entire codebase meant it actually understood the spaghetti. If you're tackling a massive migration right now, stop guessing. Use the tools that actually see the whole picture. I've put affiliate links for Cursor and Tabnine in the description below. Using those links helps support the channel, so I can keep stress testing these tools for you. If this breakdown saved you a week of debugging, hit the like button and subscribe. Stop fighting your IDE and start shipping. I'll see you in the next one.